Guys, fans of Mohammed Salah, I just want to clear up something important from the start. I know some people are just getting to know Inter from today's match. Nah, Inter's always been like this, seriously. Every time you hope for something from them, they let you down, and so do the people before you. Last year, this club had the worst final in the history of the tournament, losing the final 5-0. I know the situation's tough. And I know this match especially. For most Salah fans, Liverpool had to draw it, or at least lose it in a way that sends a message that the team's worth nothing. Absolutely nothing without Mohammed Salah. Well, you'll just have to get used to it. Why? Because after that match, if you saw bad behavior from the coach, Arne, towards Mohammed Salah, then it will be bad behavior. Why? Because the whole Mohammed Salah issue is still evolving. There are ongoing talks, stories, and still some chatter from Carragher. Alright guys, let me start with this. Carragher? Look guys, just so you get this, Carragher is actually happy with the episode made about him right now. Some people don't get it. You're a football guy, a pundit, someone who's supposed to comment on football and talk about it when there's some drama going on. When you're into football, you're in one of the happiest times of your life. Why? Because everyone's talking about you. Some people are talking behind your back, some are talking directly to you, and some are responding to you. There are those who talk about you from afar, spreading your reputation bit by bit. So more people start looking into you. Then there are people who talk with you, either agreeing with you or politely disagreeing. And then there are people who respond to you, those who keep pushing, retweeting, commenting, and doing all sorts of stuff. So Carragher benefits from this. Don't ever think Carragher is losing out. His target audience is totally different, and it's a whole different story. When Carragher said Messi called him an idiot, no one in the world would have known Messi said that if Jamie himself hadn't said it. I don't get why people overlook this. Messi never came out and said, I called Carragher an idiot. Jamie was the one who said Messi sent him a message on Instagram calling him an idiot. Jamie was actually happy Messi was insulting him. That was the kind of publicity stunt he could only dream of. Like when Cristiano Ronaldo once walked into a sports analysis studio, almost like Sky or CBS came in, greeted everyone there, but didn't say hi to Carragher, even though Jamie had already reached out to him, and then left. After that, he went to greet Roy Keane, who was the main guy at Manchester United. So, you going back and forth with him actually gives him more credibility. It makes him look like he's happy that people are talking about him, gossiping, and making a fuss. For him, that's a positive thing. Look, man, he wants you to keep talking about him until next year, and he's happy and thrilled that everyone's chatting about him, which just boosts his fame, influence, and money. If you want Carragher to shut up, don't give him any attention. That's how I see it. I think the biggest mistake Mohammed Salah made in his statements was talking about Carragher by name, because Carragher gave him publicity. Honestly, he doesn't even dream of that. Whoever the person he's talking about is, that's the first point. The second point is that a coach is a coach, and that makes a difference. Like last year, when Salah lost his temper, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Liverpool versus West Ham game, he was coming off the bench, and they had to put Darwin Núñez between the coach and the player to calm things down. Then Salah came out saying there will be fire and stuff like that, making pointless comments after the game. Jurgen Klopp handled the situation, shut it down, and that was the end of it. After the match, Klopp managed things during the press conference, and then in the next game, Salah played. No big deal. It was all wrapped up in less than 3 days. Now, Arne as a coach is a whole different story. When he was asked in the press conference about leaving Salah out, he said, I'm a polite person, but I'm not weak. Can you imagine a coach saying that? He basically told them, now a player knows who's really in charge here. Just think about that mindset. This guy thinks he's the boss, no doubt about it. I was just sitting there like, wow. One of the legends of the English Premier League is just sitting on the bench, and the club followed my advice perfectly. He's happy and settled with it. I went and talked to one of the Premier League legends, and the club listened to me. He thinks highly of himself now, feeling like I literally helped them succeed. Arne is relaxed, and he's the one who's pleased. The club took my advice. Everything's going smoothly, and in front of everyone, he's acting confident, saying things are great and perfect. There's a huge difference in mindset between people. Jurgen Klopp is a one-of-a-kind coach, the kind you don't see often. If you want to understand his personality, just look at how he handled Sadio Mane when Mane was leaving the pitch upset and gesturing angrily. How Klopp calmed him down. Look at how he dealt with Mohammed Salah when Salah came onto the field, waving his arms and getting into it. Klopp kept him in check. Watch how he celebrated with Mane after winning the Africa Cup of Nations and qualifying for the World Cup. Then Salah came over, started joking around with both of them, and Klopp took it all in stride, laughing and just being a real leader. He knows how to manage guys, how to handle situations. Klopp just gets people's mental states, you know? The coach's stuff is kind of Kloppish, you know? Like Jurgen Klopp, you feel he's got solid tactics, really strong, but at the same time, there's this cool Klopp vibe. He's the best of both worlds, like they say, super experienced tactically, but also he gets the players on a human level. Arne Slot is that new type of coach. He'll talk a lot. Bench you, add you, bench you. That's just how his mind works. Add you, bench you. His pre-match comments before the Inter game showed that. And Liverpool beating Inter today means Arne Slot will go to the press conference with his boots planted firmly in everyone's face. That's why I'm telling you, this club is going to get some serious luck in today's match, because this club might be the reason Arne Slot finally gets his foot steady and more solid. And the next match for Liverpool, which is the one before Salah leaves for the Africa Cup of Nations, I think by the 15th the players will be handed over. The next match is against Brighton. I believe Salah won't play. He'll stay out or maybe just sit on the bench. That'll be an even bigger problem if Liverpool wins against Brighton, because the guy feels like he's just earning points at the expense of the players around him. And he is capable of that. If I'm going to do something, I'll do it bigger. Now, your problem, well, I don't want to say it's your problem, but it is. And Salah's problem personally is that he thought he'd get special treatment just because he's a club legend. Liverpool was expected to treat Mohammed Salah differently since he's a club legend, but unfortunately, today was the first blow. If Liverpool beat Brighton by a good margin, Salah will have to stay quiet until the coach changes his mind and decides to put him back on the field. That's it, my friend. And as I say, it's my personal opinion, waiting your opinion in comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe channel.